We continue looking into the life and legacy of the late advocate George Bizos, and I'm now joined by One SA leader, Mr. Mmusi Maimane. Good to have you with us this afternoon, sir. You know, when there are individuals such as yourself, pretty much from the new generation, one can say, and then there's the stalwarts and the fathers and the founders, so to speak, of the George Bizos. When you recollect his life and you look at perhaps the influence that he has on you and your vision for South Africa, how would you frame it? What would you say?
What an incredible South African. What a great contributor to our freedom. Here's someone who, despite the fact that apartheid, just by virtue of the color of his skin, favored his race, knew to represent those who were marginalized and left out because of the color of their skins. And that, to me, makes him a hero, certainly to someone like myself. But in the latter part of his life, I remember meeting Advocate Bizos, and even whether it was at the cricket, whether it was at whatever place it was, he was always committed to this country, selfless in pursuit of justice and freedom, and an absolute inspiration. It was with absolute deep sadness I learned of his passing yesterday. And for me, if ever we could even at an inch try and replicate his life, we would have lived a life incredibly great.
And what would you say, Mmusi, are some of the key lessons perhaps that can be learned from the generations of the advocate Bizos?
That freedom is never won, you know. It must always be fought for in every generation, as Coretta Scott King once said, because I think Advocate George Bizos understood that in every generation a new struggle for freedom must be fought. And I think that's absolutely important. Secondly, selfless struggle. You know, the ideals that say that even regardless of what the circumstances of the day are, we need to fight afresh, fight anew. That, for me, is a powerful lesson. But also just the candor and the honesty to speak truth to power. Not only was it truth against the apartheid government, but it was often truth even to this current government. And I think Advocate Bizos, to me, stands truly as a great advocate for justice and an advocate for those who are left out. And I'm still deeply inspired. My deep condolences to his family, to the broader Greek community. I know who mourn, but to us as a nation, we have lost an absolute icon, a leader, and